Nice car. What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal. Ferrari.
Woodyard so he could drive the trucks. And now all he does all day is test Ferraris to destruction.
Hey everyone in the YouTube world, it's Craig from Flying Wheels. Welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. Super excited day today. I can't wait to get to my shop because I bought a Ferrari. I bought a freaking Ferrari. First Ferrari I've ever owned. I've owned Maseratis. I've owned plenty of Porsches. I've owned all kinds of cool cars. Never a Ferrari. So I was playing around on a dealer app that I have on my phone. Dealer app on my phone, and I found a Ferrari. I was like $6,000 or $7,000 below what he wanted for it. But then the stock market crashed, and 3 days later, guess what? I get a call from the auction saying, hey, congratulations, you own a Ferrari. Pay up, sucker. I wanted a toy. Spring is here. Well, it was supposed to be here until it snowed 6 inches last night. So it snowed 6 inches last night. The car was on a trailer, an open trailer, unfortunately, all the way to my shop. So I think it was driven on a trailer in the snow, in a snowstorm, so I'm expecting it to be absolutely filthy when it shows up. So the beautiful thing about owning a car dealership is I get to buy tons of toys. So I buy stuff that I like. I buy stuff that I want to enjoy, that I get to enjoy until they sell. So it makes my job a ton of fun. Well, here's just another example of it. So if you guys love anything auto related, make sure to subscribe down below because there's going to be a ton more videos of this Ferrari and then everything else I buy in the future too. Let's go to my shop. Okay, so you guys know the game. What am I driving? If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you'd already know by now. Take your guesses down below in the comment section. Today is an amazing day. Today is a milestone, a stepping stone. A goal has been reached. Now I own a car dealership, and I started in my driveway 15 years ago with next to nothing, flipping cars with my first dealer's license in Orlando. I bought a $500 car, which I sold and helped me buy a $1,000 car. And that $1,000 car helped me buy a $2,000 car. And 2 to 4, and 4 to 8, and 8 to 16, and so on and so on. And now my car dealership is filled with cars that I love, that make me smile, that make me happy. So a lot of you are just getting into the business. A lot of you are just loving cars in general. A lot of you are far beyond where I'm at, but still enjoy the content every once in a while. Well, the purpose of this video is to show you what goal setting can do. I set a goal 15 years ago, and today I met that goal. So all of you guys can set goals. Where do you want to be in 12 months? Where do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? What goals do I need to make to get myself to work towards that milestone, towards that goal? And I work backwards. Well, today is one of those milestones. So let's go to my shop, and hopefully it arrives today and we can check out my first ever Ferrari. Today's a good day. Something showed up that I'm really, really excited for. I've been waiting 2 weeks for this thing to arrive. Let's go check it out. It's finally arrived. It's here. Check this out. 5.5 liter V12. Unfortunately, it snowed last night and the transporter doesn't have an enclosed trailer, so it was hauled in the snow and salt. There's a lot going on already. I can't even figure out how to unlock the car door because there's a lock button right here, but I don't think it's supposed to be manually moved. So if I pull that door handle, it's locked. There's so many buttons, I don't know what any of them do, but I don't see a lock button anywhere. But it's on the remote. Maybe I can unlock it from the remote. Nothing. Luckily I rolled the window down. I can't wait anymore. I gotta take this thing for a ride. So we got 6 inches of snow last night, but the roads are starting to dry up. They were plowed a while ago. I don't know, I'm sure they did salt them, which is kind of a bummer. But I can't wait anymore. I wanna go for a rip. Okay, so never been in a Ferrari before. Never ever have I ever been in a Ferrari before. I've been in tons and tons of other cars, never a Ferrari. Now, probably the fastest I've ever been in was the supercharged C7 Corvette last fall. I'm curious to see how this is going to hold up to it. It is not a gated manual 6-speed, and it was prior to F1 shifting, so there are no paddle shifters on the sides. It's just strict automatic, which I know all you guys are going to say, why is it not gated 6-speed? Yes, it would be nice to be a gated 6-speed, but it is an automatic, which is what GTA stands for. The A stands for automatic. 6 inches of snow, Ferrari, take her out, don't take her out. The roads are dry. Now, whatever. I'm going to give this Italian girl a good hard 6 inches. So it has 26,000 miles, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of a brake noise when I hit the brakes. I'm going to tell you why I jumped on this car, because it has back seats. It's a front-engine Ferrari 2+2, so rear seats. I have 3 kids, 1, 2, 3. I can take all my kids to school in a Ferrari. This could be their drop-off car. Freaking spoiled little brats. All right, let's hit it. I'm not like that impressed. I wasn't to whip my head back at the seat. Oh, look at spoiler lights blinking and suspension. So I'm wondering if that has a rear spoiler that's climbing. You're gonna check that out. I didn't know it had one. Which side is the gas door on? Is it on the passenger side because it's a European car and the gas door and driver's side should be on the passenger side? Do they drive on the right-hand side in Italy, or do they drive on the left-hand side of the Italy? I don't really know. I was right, it is on the passenger side. We got our little gas flap, gas protector, billet aluminum Ferrari gas cap. I wonder what that's worth. So the spoiler light came on the dash, but this doesn't look like it has a spoiler. How does that work? Look at the hood. So this is a 5.5 liter V12 Gran Tourer. Gran Tourer meaning obviously it's more of a daily driver, more of a comfort car than a track car for Ferrari. 2+2 seating, so 2 front, 2 rear, and it is pretty comfortable. I mean, especially with the automatic, I could drive this every single day and be fairly comfortable with it. Now the 456 GT and the 456 GTA were produced from 98 to 2003. This is the last Ferrari version to ever have flip-up headlights. All right, we're on the highway. Let's get on it. Whoa, all right. There's the Ferrari sound I was expecting. Holy moly, that's 100 by accident. Whoa. That was a weird one because it wasn't like throw my head back in the seat like my Cayenne twin turbo or the Corvette did. Actually, the Corvette, the supercharged Corvette, just lost traction. It scared the shit out of me. Oop, excuse me, it scared the crap out of me. This was like a really smooth, high revving, obviously high revving 5.5 liter like F1 engine. High revving, just like, it felt like a race car. Something you'll notice too, like I noticed yesterday in my Z06, it revved out at 8,000 RPMs. This revs at 10,000 RPMs. Someone's pulling out of my way for me. Wow, that was fast. It's so smooth, and I don't mean like the ride is not so smooth. It's kind of windy, kind of noisy. I can hear the air going through everything. And it might just because it's an old car, it's 22 years old, but it is like smooth accelerating. That's the only way I can explain it. It just rips like that small 5.5 liter V12 just roars so smoothly and so quickly. One thing I can say about it is it's not really loud enough for me. Does it need to be loud in a Gran Tourer? I don't really know, but it's not loud enough for me. I'm gonna have to straight pipe this thing. I own a Ferrari that's quiet. No way, I can't have that. It's a 98, so it's pre-emissions now, or emissions exempt, so I can remove the cats. Can I remove the cats? I don't know. What would the EPA say? What do you guys think? For our emissions in our state, it's over 20 years is exempt. So anything 99 and older has no emissions anymore. So should I straight pipe this thing? Can I straight pipe this thing? Is that legal? No cats, no mufflers, just have this thing scream? Or keep the cats no mufflers, or keep the mufflers no cats? What do you guys think I should do with it? I'm definitely going to modify the exhaust because it is just, I want to hear an F1 car when I hit the gas. I got a little bit of a crack right here, which I'm not going to fix, but here are the gauges. Billet aluminum automatic shifter. My my climate controls, my radio, CD radio. Oh, it has a CD changer in the back. It's pretty noisy. Can you guys hear all the wind noise from it? I would think something like this would be more of a streamlined butterfly. What movie? But honestly, I really would have expected no noise. I'm thinking like a Ferrari would just cut through the wind, not sound like I'm in a fan. So first impression, surprisingly comfortable. Like I could drive this every day. My Z06 is obviously much more comfortable. I mean, it's 6 years newer. One of my Z06s is an 01 and another is an 02. Both have 70,000 miles. It says 26,000 miles. My Z06 is more comfortable, and those tend to get a little rattly. This is not really rattly, just a lot of wind noise, but it's comfortable. The seats are comfortable. It's not difficult to get in and out of. I could drive this every single day till it sells. So all these buttons, this is your trunk, and it shows the trunk is open. This is the dome light. Dome light's on. Gas door, shows my gas door's open. This is my defroster. This is heated mirrors, I believe. Heated mirrors. And then this is your sport suspension, so high or sport. And then depending on what mode I put it on, the light turns on. CD changer, how do I turn it on? Let's see, it's FM. Loads a CD. I bet that's in the trunk. Then we have, so turn it off, see if the fan works. Yep, fan works. Parking lights? Is that parking lights? I don't know what that is. And then your hazards. Here's ashtray. Is it a smoker? It doesn't smell like a smoker. Never been smoked in. So here's the beauty of my job. I own a car dealership, and I do like 1 to 2 fun toys at a time. Stuff I like, stuff I find enjoyable, stuff that makes my job enjoyable. You never know what I'm gonna get. I never know what I'm gonna get. It's basically what I stumble across. I came across this one. I've wanted a Ferrari for a long time. I honestly didn't even care which one it was. I'll try them all. We'll try multiple Ferraris, so I'll own many more. So if you're not already subscribing, make sure to subscribe. So this one I'm gonna drive until it sells. Obviously, we're gonna go through it in the shop. We're gonna go through it on the lift. We're gonna find out what we need to find out about it. We're gonna repair anything that needs to be repaired. We're gonna detail the heck out of it, make this thing as perfect as it can be. And then I'm going to try to sell it for a profit. So the beauty of this job is I get to drive a Ferrari. First of all, shop for cars, which is fun. Drive a Ferrari, own a Ferrari, detail a Ferrari, which is also what I enjoy doing, and then sell it, and then go buy something else that I also like. All right, I don't know how the spoiler works, but a spoiler light keeps blinking at me when I'm driving fast. Let's see how the trunk opens. I push the trunk button. Oh, there we go. It's open. Oh, look at that. We got an amplifier, a travel kit. I wonder what's in that travel kit. How fancy that buckle is around the travel kit or emergency kit or whatever. Pull this down. Box 1. This is like the YouTube videos my children watch, unboxing things. I don't even know what's in here. Okay, so this thing has never been opened. That is a can to inflate a flat tire. But what happens if you have a blowout? So obviously there's no spare. Weight reduction, space conservation. And then if you have a flat tire, you fill it up with that. Case number 2. Wow, that is fancy. What is in here? Suede wrapped toolkit with an 2 extra light bulbs. Wow. Ferrari on the screwdriver. Did the tools say Ferrari? Oh man, did the wrenches say Ferrari? I hope they've never been out. They do. Can you see that? It says Ferrari on the toolkit. Wow, that was cool. The CD changer though, and is that factory amplifier? It doesn't look it. That doesn't look factory. Exactly how I would have vacuumed lines into the trunk. Somebody else did it. Nice taste. It's all about the details. So that button will actually not just release, it will open the gas door for me. Oh, this car's filthy from getting here on a trailer in a snowstorm. Designs by Pininfarina. What size wheels? 17s probably? You guys think they're 17s? Yes, ZR17s. 245, 45 ZR17s. I love that hood, the vents in the hood. I like that a lot. Especially loving the louvered hood. That is such a neat touch. Cowl and vent air under the hood into the engine. Now watch this. Yeah, let's watch that go up. Oh my goodness. 456, 5.5 liter V12. Another neat touch is on the steering column. They put the VIN. Let's start it up. Okay, so far I like it. I wonder if it'll spin if I take a turn and hit the gas. Oh yeah, wow. Yikes, wasn't even expecting that. What was there, no traction control in 1998? It's just all muscle and power. My Viper is like dumb. It's all muscle, no computers, no brains. You hit the gas and the wheels just spin and it goes. Kind of felt like that when I hit the gas to turn too. No traction, just ripped it and spun it around. So a little fun fact, since 1972, Ferrari has been selling a very similar 2+2 front engine V12 car. Obviously technology and style changed as the years went on, but they've always managed to have a 2+2 V12 front engine Ferrari in stock since 1972. So previous models were known as the 412 from 1972 all the way up to 1988, 89. Ferrari felt they were getting a little stale of the same 2+2 front engine Ferrari. So they did a full redesign. 1992 comes, they released the 456. Here we are, it's the most streamlined, technologically advanced Ferrari they had in their lineup in 92. Here's something really cool. Aside from the F40, the 456 was the fastest, most powerful car Ferrari had ever produced up to this point. This is the most extreme modern car that Ferrari had in its lineup as of 1992. You might remember everything from the 80s being really sharp edged. There's no curvature to anything in the 80s except for maybe, well, 80. My 80 Corvette had a lot of curves, a lot of lines, but then you go to 82, 80, what was it, 84, the Corvette was really sharp. The Camaro is really sharp. Everything, I don't want to compare Ferrari and Camaro, but everything in the 80s were really sharp edged. 1992, this was the most curved vehicle they had ever created. 1992 comes, they create this 456, they get rid of the streamline, the straight edges, and this Ferrari had far more curves than any other Ferrari produced in the year. Another redesign was that fastback you'll see behind me. Fastback, obviously, most of you know, but the trunk and the rear window open together, adding more storage and more space, or a second row in the rear. I'm going to clarify something because I was a little confused as well. It's a 456, but it's a 5.5 liter. How does that work? Wouldn't it be called a 550? Well, no. It's a V12, and each cylinder has 456 cc's of displacement, which equals 5.5 liters. 456 GT with a 5.5 liter V12. So there were two versions of the 456. There was the 1992 version of 456, and then the redesigned 1998 456, which is what this one is. 1998 was the 456M, which had vents in the hood scoops, had a bigger grille, and a couple extra redesigns and some updating to the interior. So Ferrari actually already had a 550. So they kept the name 456, 456 cc's per cylinder, 5.5 liters. Every year, Ferrari just increased the size of their V12 or tweaked their V12 to make it a little bit faster, but it was the same V12. This one emulated the V6 Dino Ferrari, just twice as many cylinders. So they don't consider this a new V12 style. They just consider this a redesign of an engine that they already had. Here's something pretty neat. So this was supposed to be one of their more popular Ferraris, which it was. If you remember the movie Gone in 60 Seconds, which my brother brought to my attention, two Rogers don't make a right. This is the car he was talking about when Nicolas Cage said, there are too many self-indulgent wieners in Los Angeles. I saw 3 of these at the Starbucks this morning.
My name's Roger. Sir, may I be of some help?
That's funny. My name's Roger. Two Rogers don't make a right. This is the one. Yes. I saw 3 of these parked outside the local Starbucks this morning, which tells me only one thing. There's too many self-indulgent wieners in this city with too much bloody money.
This car had a window sticker of $255,000. It was $250,000. That is insane. I'm driving a $250,000 car right now, back in 1998. Now, here's the cool thing about it. Right now, these are too young to be considered a classic car, but too old to be considered a new car, which makes them incredibly affordable. There's 3 of them on eBay right now for like right around $60,000 to $70,000. Think about it, a Ferrari for $60,000 to $70,000, which really, you know, a new C8 Corvette will outperform this car, outstyle this car in every way, but it won't turn heads. Well, it will turn heads because that's a pretty amazing car, but it's still not a Ferrari. It doesn't have the badge. So it's, people still aren't going to look at it like it's a Ferrari, that wow factor. So for 60 grand, I'll probably list it for $59.95, which will make this one the cheapest Ferrari 456 GTA in the country. The automatics, they didn't make very many GTAs. GTA is automatic. GTs were manual. They didn't make very many, and they're actually harder to find in an automatic than they are in the 6-speed, which means once these become a little bit older, the values are going to skyrocket. Here's the coolest part of this. They made these in a station wagon. I wish I could find one of these in a station wagon. If I did, I would probably try to keep it. When this car debuted, Autocar magazine claimed this was the greatest Grand Tourer ever created. So just a couple fun facts about this car. Top speed, 192 miles an hour. Dry weight, 3,900 pounds. Horsepower, 436 HPs. How's it handle though? I mean, it should handle pretty well. Yeah, okay. It handles, yeah, pretty great. But at 17-inch wheels with big fat tires, big sidewall tires, who knows, a Civic today might handle better than this car would. No, that's not true. There is zero body roll. Absolutely zero. Oh my goodness, it's just, yeah, that's impressive. Here's something I absolutely love about it. So my Maserati Quattroporte, whatever, 2+2, was an automatic. 4-speed automatic, paddle shifters. It just felt like it was going to break all the time. It over-revved. The clutch replacement was the clutch replacement was ridiculous. Ridiculously expensive, ridiculously labor-intensive, unreliable, replacement like every 30,000 miles. This feels like a regular automatic transmission car, regular 4-speed automatic. I don't feel it over-revving. I don't feel it shifting hard. It feels like I'm just driving an automatic car. And in a Grand Tourer 2+2, something you want to drive regularly, it feels exactly how you would expect an automatic to shift and drive. I'm really, really pleased with it. Radio's pretty good. I opened up the glove box and found, I guess what you'd call an owner's manual. Most of it's in Italian. Oh, actually, they have it in 4 different languages for you. Carfax. So Carfax shows no accidents, no damage. Now listen, this isn't the Ferrari that everybody knows, that everybody thinks of, that 348 GT or GTB or the Spider. The one from Fast and Furious when Paul Walker beat him in a Supra. That was a 32-valve V8 with 316 horsepower. That was nothing. That was peanuts. But that was a cool car that everybody wanted because it was a coupe or it was a Spider convertible. So that's the flashy one that everybody thought, oh, look at me, I'm in a red Ferrari convertible. That's not this car. This is top-of-the-line F1 series style car. That was a 348 GT Spider. They had a 348 GT, GTB, and GT Spider. It was a coupe, Targa, or convertible. 2-door. No back seats. That was a 3.4-liter, 32-valve V8 with 316 horsepower, top speed of 172 miles an hour. This is a 5.5-liter V12, top speed of 192. Significant difference. Now, the biggest difference of all, that 348 GTB, which replaced the 308 GT like Magnum PI's car, if anybody knows Magnum PI, $122,000 brand new. This car, 1998, talking 22 years ago, $255,000. Literally double the money back in 1998. And I have to say, I'm actually enjoying the automatic, which I never thought I'd really say. Obviously, everybody likes the gated 6-speed manual transmission, but the automatic is just so easy to drive. Like, I feel like I can just daily drive this car every single day comfortably without an issue, and it'll put a smile on my face. I'm actually liking that it's an automatic. So yes, it's filthy, yes, it's dirty, yes, there are some blemishes and some weird quirks about it, but it showed up early this morning and it was on a trailer, again, not enclosed, unfortunately. It was on a trailer in a snowstorm on its way up here, so you can see the thing is dirty. But I love detailing cars. So the first thing this is gonna do is go up on the lift, get a full state inspection. If it needs things, it gets done. Needs brakes, geez, where the heck do I even buy brakes for a Ferrari? Gets brakes. What I did notice is the coilovers are adjustable. So it's a factory adjustable coilover suspension. So you can see the gap in these wheels. I can actually manually lower the coilovers to lower that car significantly more. So look at how much space there is here. I can drop that right down to the ground if I want to, but it's comfortable the way it is. I'm really liking it. The only thing that I think would really make it a little bit cooler is if it was a Targa. A Targa would make this pretty sweet. So 26,000 miles, clean Carfax, no accident. What I'm gonna show you right now is the back seats. Does this go up on its own? Yes, it does. These are the back seats. So not much leg room in there, for an adult at least. But my kids will fit fine in their dad's Ferrari, which is pretty neat to say. Oh, an ashtray. Does this open? Oh, it does open. Nothing cool though. We have the Ferrari emblem embossed on the seats. Yeah, on all of them. The Ferrari sill panel. Check out these wheels. Now these were cool in 1997. 17-inch. Huge calipers even back then. Now one other thing. If you've seen my videos about my Maserati Quattroporte, whatever the heck that thing was called, very similar car. It almost is like that was modeled after this. So you'll see it was, but it's a lot shorter, a lot stumpier. You'll see it has that flat front end with the rounded rear, that small 2+2 rear window, front engine car. So it's a lot like my Maserati from '04 was. So that's it. That's my Ferrari. That's my first ever Ferrari. So far I'm liking it. Many videos to come. First I'm going to do the exhaust. I'm going to get that exhaust and I'm going to make this thing sound a heck of a lot better. So stay tuned, make sure to subscribe so you get to see what this thing sounds like with a wide open exhaust, I hope. Plus we have to detail it. I can't wait to get that thing all cleaned up and looking as perfect as possible. Hey, if you like, let me start over again. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe down below so you get more videos. You can also hit a bell down below so you get notifications every time we make a new video. I buy cool things all the time. Sometimes I buy some lemons, but it's all out there. It's all about transparency. I'll show you the good stuff, I'll show you the bad stuff, I'll show you the ugly stuff. Sometimes I make some money and I'll show you that too. I'll teach you how to run your business every once in a while. Make sure to subscribe to have some more fun. You can follow me on TikTok, Flying Wheels. Follow me on Instagram, Flying_Wheels_. Everybody, thanks again for watching my stuff. I'll see you later. Adios. What do you think about it, bud?
You should have cleaned it off because of those parts.
Yeah, because it's dirty, huh? What do you think about it?
It's really cool.
Nice. Yeah, nice, right? It's just dirty. It needs a good cleaning.